Now, before you start writing that essay, ask yourself, do you understand what Nora is a mother means? Does it mean that just she has children? Is that what the question is all about? That is not what the question is all about. First, understand what the question wants, have the content, then know how to write that essay. Now, let's start with now you are starting to write your essay. You don't just start giving points. We have a systematic way of writing English essays, especially set book essays. You start with what you call introduction. An introduction is like a paragraph consisting of between 3 to 6 lines. In your introduction, you are going to tell us that Nora is a mother to you, means Nora is loving and caring, Nora is welcoming, Nora is a hardworking, Nora, you give us qualities of a mother. Then you are going to write what you call the body. Now, in the body, you are going to give illustrations to support the statement that Nora is a mother. You are going to tell us what Nora did in the book or in the play to justify that actually she was a mother. Are we together? That body is going to give you 12 marks. Therefore, we are expecting you to write as many points as possible. If possible, just identify 3 qualities of a mother. For example, loving and caring, humble, peace-loving, hospitable. Then give us 3 illustrations for each. Nora is loving and caring. She loved the children so much and even played with them. That is one illustration under loving and caring. Nora took the risk to borrow a loan to take her husband to Italy for treatment. That is an illustration to show that she was actually loving and caring. You see? Now, give us about 3 to 4 paragraphs into which either 4 or 3 points are embedded. You must embed at least 3 to 4 points in those paragraphs. Then there is something we call conclusion. Conclusion is you are going to sum up what you've been writing. You're going to tell us that from the illustrations that you've given, from the discussion, actually Nora is a mother because only mothers can afford to take risks and do what Nora did in the play. If you don't conclude your essay, that is negative 2. If you don't introduce your essay, that is negative 2. That means that an essay without introduction and conclusion is negative 4. Then we have, let me tell you one thing. We always divide marks for essay into 4 categories. We have what we call the introduction marks, the body marks, language, and conclusion. Conclusion 2 marks, body 12 marks, language we have 4 marks, and then introduction 4 marks. Now, for you to get the 4 marks in the body, you must have given us enough points. Not that you must have used fluent English. You might not have used fluent English, but you had points to give. You are going to get 12 marks. Now, the mark is not 12 but 4 marks. The marks that you get for language are determined by the number of points that you were able to raise in your body. Are we together? And remember, we don't fuse the introduction with the first paragraph or the first, we don't fuse the introduction with the body. Introduction should just be having its own paragraph. Then the subsequent paragraphs are supposed to give us the content. Now it will be the body, what we call the body. Then the last paragraph is what we call the conclusion, which should also not be fused with the body. If you fuse them, you lose the marks for introduction and conclusion. Are we together? If you have any question,